welcome to the first week of the Damn Rats Chat Show. I'm Pat, Boston's favorite son. We got a couple of hosts here. We got Parker.
Hey.
The lumberjack with a heart of gold. I think that was the nickname I came up with you.
I believe it was.
We got Mac, the tech
me.
maestro, the man of 1,000 faces. We got Mark, the true New Yorker, a New York gentleman. How are you,
it's
Mark?
interesting that you call yourself the true son of Boston.
Yeah,
already.
you think so?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of bright stars out there. It's just...
Yeah, well, not a, you know what they say about
I'm just saying, like 2013, Pat, if you were in Boston, absolutely.
All right.
Maybe
Okay, we got Stefan from the great snowy north, representing Canada, international podcast. How are you, Stefan?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my God. This
Swear
is
to
horrible.
God.
I think your audio's
Yeah.
cutting out.
Are you serious?
No,
Well,
no, you're good.
Now you're okay.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be all set.
Okay.
Parker,
see
you
how
want to
it goes.
fire Stefan again?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Alright,
thinking
come on.
about it.
He's on thin ice already. All right,
Oh,
so
Jesus.
this is the post St. Patrick's Day chat where we all were a little in the cups last night, I would say. Hey, Parker, you didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say four-fifths of us. I was working.
Oh yeah,
I was
working.
feeding the drunks.
Feeding the masses.
Yeah,
Nice.
lots of corned beef sliders and stuff.
Oh, I would kill for a corned beef slider right now. That sounds so good.
Yeah, they
It
were
sounds
pretty good.
disgusting over here. When do the bars close in Thornton?
I don't even know, man.
Is there a bar in Thornton?
In Thornton proper, absolutely not.
Oh,
Well,
I work
where-
in Lincoln.
Oh no,
That's
in
right,
Campton there's the Woodpeckers Pub. Shout out to the Woodpeckers
Yeah,
Pub.
I've
That is
never
a
been there.
fun place.
That place sucks.
It's fun.
They're like
No,
probably
we're not
like
defaming
the
any
fifth
businesses.
or sixth best restaurant in Campton, New Hampshire, out of 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, St. Patrick's Day. Let's have some post St. Patrick's Day thoughts. I was saying it was my birthday a lot last night because it's a fun. I was named after St. Patrick, so I get to claim this day for my own. So
Nice.
it's pretty good.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's not true.
that is
it
true.
O'Donnell
That's
means
1,000%
son?
true.
Or like the O?
Oh no. O means like of the family. So O'Donnell translates
There you
to
go.
in Gaelic to rulers of the world. So
Yeah,
You could have just
warrior
made
clan.
that up, and I'd still believe
I
you.
swear. Don't believe me. Whatever.
Yeah, nobody does. It's cool.
Well, that's fine.
Starting this podcast. This is the first podcast, correct?
This is the first official podcast. Me,
Right.
Parker, and Stefan recorded last week, and it was Lost to the Eons. It was a good episode
Whoops.
too. A lot of
Glad I missed that
sports
one,
chat.
Yeah.
A lot of sports.
Yeah.
Stefan's trying to get into baseball this year, so that's the exciting thing.
How are the Celtics doing?
The Celtics currently won their first game of the last 3. They beat the Orlando Magic. It was a pretty good game. Kyrie's still out. Al was back from his sickness. It's a real up in the air. Marcus Smart officially got surgery on his thumb.
Kyrie was just like taking a couple like sick days.
Yeah,
is he actually injured?
He's resting basically. He has a lingering knee pain
my
from when
God.
he broke his kneecap. I think when he was in college.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
And so he sort of has lingering knee pains, and so he's taking out the next couple weeks just to relax and get in better shape for the playoffs.
Breaking your kneecap's one of the most disgusting things I think you could do to a
I
bone.
just imagine it cracking in half. Like it's just so gross.
But it's definitely not. It's not going to be a clean split. It's just going to be like a bunch of
gonna
mush
shatter.
in there. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh. All right. Let's
I
talk
think
about
about-
anything else.
Well, I think it's really interesting that sports people get injured and heal up so much, and in regular life there are
That's
nearly
not
no
true.
injuries
That's
that just
not true at
occur.
all.
You know what I mean?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
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 You have a
I
very
work in an
low risk
office.
job.
Mark really works on things and like
Yeah,
hits
that's
things
true.
with
How-
hammers
Mark, what was the-
during the day. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was the worst injury you've gotten
Oh,
so
God.
far? You got that really bad cut on your thumb that one time, right?
Yeah, I slashed my hand open with a mat knife, and that was pretty bad. I think it was like
That's
16 stitches.
gnarly.
But the worst pain was like I stepped between a truck and a loading dock, and like that's just like falling straight down like all the way, and I bashed my hip so bad that that was horrible. I went to the doctor.
What the
I went to the
fuck?
doctor for it, and shout down fucking North Adams medical facilities, because I went there in the worst pain I've ever been. I went in and they're like, well, what do you want us to do about it? I'm like, I don't know. Like, just do anything. She's like, you obviously didn't break your hip, but I'm like, all right, I'll just go then. Thank you for your time. I'm sorry for the waste.
I think falling
God
or
damn
like
it.
jumping off
That's
something
horrible.
and like
Yeah.
not like just your legs straight is like one of the most terrifying things. Like just imagine those
Yeah.
things. Just
Yeah.
It's no good. That's, I mean, back to the Celtics. That's what happened to Gordon Hayward in the first game of the season, and it is one of the worst injuries I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Foot
horrifying.
Went the wrong way. It was horrifying.
Yeah,
Parker,
saw that,
you
saw
were
that
visiting
live.
me.
Yep.
Yeah. We were at the pub at a bar, and it was just like on, and everybody was looking over. It's like, oh, I guess Gordon Hayward has no foot anymore.
Yep.
I
Look at
just
that.
remember Mike Gorman, the Celtics announcer, just said Hayward just broke his leg, and I was like, "Oh my god!" That was such an ominous game. That was
Very gnarly.
That was really bad. Dwayne Wade immediately started praying. It was crazy.
Oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Whew.
I just watched
That
that.
was a
Holy
bad day. Bad
Oh,
day.
God.
What?
I just looked. I just YouTubed that.
You
real
just
quick,
watched the
like,
clip.
man,
Oh man.
Really, I
Yeah.
do not encourage
Yeah,
any
do
listeners
not
to
watch
it's
that.
It's awful.
Well.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
It's bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Enough of that.
If you want like a fun clip, just watch the bird getting hit by the
Yeah.
By Randy
By
Johnson.
yeah, by
Johnson,
Randy
yeah.
Johnson.
That's the only
Yeah.
sport injury I ever want to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, speaking of which, Parker, you tweeted today you were complaining about not being able to go birding.
Well, I mean, I can. It's just too fucking cold, you know?
It was so cold today.
Yeah, it's insane.
For the listeners, a little bit of background history. We all live in bitterly cold places, and it was very cold today. And the birds are out.
Yeah, the birds don't care.
Well, it's
Yeah.
beautiful down here. I don't know.
Ugh. The southernmost tip of this podcast, New York City.
Yeah. Beautiful beaches, sunny skies.
So just the
Urban
yeah.
heat sink effects.
Yeah.
Savon,
Yeah,
how's it been up north?
It's cold. It's like the
Oh
coldest
my God.
capital. What?
Damn it.
This is a problem right now.
all right. We can hear you.
Yeah. Say something funny.
It's not that cold today.
All right.
It's pretty warm. To be
It's
honest.
pretty warm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thanks for the
thank you.
input.
Yeah, that's great.
Jesus Christ.
We went up to Ottawa to visit Stefan for New Year's, and we couldn't leave the house because it was so cold.
Yeah.
that was walking to that grocery store was so painful. That city, whew.
That was probably the coldest weekend I felt up here. And it was the weekend you
Possibly
guys
the
came
coldest
out.
weekend I've felt ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I
Me
think it was
too.
It fucking
negative
sucked.
15 before wind chill. Like it was. Whew.
Yeah, it was messed up.
Yeah. I'm gonna start working outside now.
Really?
Working in a theater in Central Park. So
Ooh.
That sounds
Yeah.
pretty sick, actually.
yeah,
really
it'll
cool.
be sick like in a month. But
Yeah.
I'm
Right,
starting
yeah.
next week. When
Yeah.
I'm guessing we're gonna have 4 more nor'easters. And then-
Yeah, probably.
It's just how it goes.
The last nor'easter that Boston got, we got over 2 feet of snow. It was heinous. It was a direct hit. It was crazy.
That's
That's
that is
terrible.
crazy.
Fuck
But yeah,
snow.
yeah.
It's gonna be
I'm really
April.
over this winter.
It's gonna be
Ugh.
snow on
Ugh.
the ground. Sucks.
Yeah, probably. Not ideal. So
Yeah.
what do we do when it's snowy outside? We mainly stay inside and play Nintendo Switch. So Parker, your unending quest for Korok seeds continues in Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
I mean, to be fair, it did end for quite some time. Like, I hadn't picked the game up for a few months. Then I
Yeah,
decided I had to beat that DLC.
I was so sad when I was playing Switch and I saw that little notification pop up that was like Parker playing Breath of the Wild. I'm like, oh man.
Again, what's the hour count you got on there?
Oh, I didn't even know. Well over 200, though.
Jesus
That
Christ.
is crazy.
I'm at 70% completion.
That is
Did
insane.
you beat all the DLC yet, Parker?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did. Okay. Yeah, I'm
Like
still
2 days
like.
ago.
I guess I did like the Goron thing, and I don't remember. I'm like halfway through the DLC, the second DLC at least. But
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I still
Is it
haven't done
good?
Trial of the Sword yet either.
I haven't finished those. Yeah, I guess.
Hmm.
I haven't done
Yeah.
the hard ones, just the easy and middle ones.
Yeah, well, I'm also playing on that harder difficulty, you know, so.
Well, we got a pro gamer
So-
here, guys.
Yeah.
He's playing on that
Good for you.
hard difficulty. Yeah.
Which,
Ugh.
it's just, it's gotten easier, you know, as it's gone on, but I don't want to go back now because I'm going to get my ass handed to me.
I just,
Yeah.
I
It
just
was
love
alpha.
being an unkillable god in the normal
Yeah.
difficulty.
Oh, I remember when I first got it, I saw Parker's game and just saw the weapons he had, and I'm like, these seem like two different games. This is crazy.
They really are.
Ugh.
Yeah.
A lot of
Does the
crazy
game
stuff.
actually get easier when you switch to master mode? Is that true?
No, not at all.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
'Cause don't all the speedrunners play it on master mode? I'm pretty sure. So and they make it look pretty easy.
Don't
So-
think they do.
Well,
but maybe.
They're
I don't
also
know
like
if
the
there's,
best
a
at the
specific
game,
glitch or
probably,
something
right?
like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm,
I don't know.
mm.
But it's like the beginning of master mode is brutal because your weapons break so fast and everything, like blue bocos everywhere, and it's just not good. But
Yeah. Gold
I-
bocos too, right?
yeah,
I didn't even know
those
that was a
gold
thing.
Mhm. I think the reason that they play master mode is because master mode puts a bunch of like random chests in places,
Uh-huh.
and so I think they like go for those.
Makes sense.
It's more of that RNG.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Right.
they know what's in the chest because
Yeah.
Because that's
It's
how.
decidedly not RNG.
yeah.
That's just a good video game terminology always.
Yeah.
RNG.
Yeah.
So my roommate is a lady, had a gentleman call her over, and during the last nor'easter, he got snowed in and stayed for the entire day, and it was crazy. And we played Settlers of Catan, and he was very upset that the dice weren't rolling what he wanted, and so he was like, I have dice in my bag and they're way more balanced, can we just get those?
Sounds like a real
It was
dork.
That
Yeah,
guy
it
sounds horrible.
it was not ideal, certainly.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Did he get
Wait,
the
was-
die from his
No,
bag?
we were like, we're
Okay,
not doing
good.
that, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Ugh. And then we watched Your Next, which is one of my favorite movies, and my roommates hadn't seen it, and he kept saying what he thinks should happen in the movie.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
It's like a
Is
worse
this-
version of
major-
me. Sounds like.
Major shout downs to that guy. But yeah, Parker, with you, we all know at this point, if we go and see a movie with you, you're gonna talk to us, but if we ignore you, you'll stop talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been better.
I missed like
He's been better,
all of
yeah.
that, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I saw. I guess you talked a couple times in Black Panther. That's true.
I'm better at choosing my moments now. I think.
Yeah.
Instead of just kind of talking whenever,
Well,
which is
I mean,
how it used to be.
it's different too. Like, there's like the sit down, ones where you're like all in the rows, and those ones it's really
Mhm.
hard to talk. But we were at Smitty's, so
Oh, so you're
Mhm.
people
basically
are like,
just sitting at a
people just
dinner
talk,
table.
Also, it was like
Yeah.
a week and a half after it came out. Is that
Wow.
right? I don't remember. There weren't that many people there.
Here's a good question. Smitty's, does it have good food?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
It's all right.
no. So bad.
Better food than I can get at any other movie theater.
I
That's
guess
not
that's
true.
That is not
Come
true at
on.
all. It's
And like the popcorn's bad. Like what the fuck are you doing?
They're
Like you
focusing on these like lemon pepper wings. And
Yeah,
stuff, making
exactly.
popcorn
It's
good,
horrible.
Fair enough. But you
you
can
can get a
also
pitcher,
get pitchers
yeah.
of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's-
pitchers of beer is a real leg up. I would say, all right. So let's say the food is probably like a 3 or a 4, but the pitchers of beer really brings that ranking up. 'cause
yeah. I mean, 'cause
you can't
there's
get pitchers anywhere else.
nowhere
Well,
else. In
Also
the
the beer's
area.
not good. Like,
It's not great, but it's still in a pitcher.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Was that-
guess.
Hateful Eight there, remember, Mark?
I don't at all.
Yeah, that's
We definitely
saw
did.
Hateful Eight and it started snowing out. Yeah, that was a good day.
Was I there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I think so. Right?
Yeah, it was
you
me,
sure?
you, and Parker, I think.
I saw it with my dad. I don't
Yeah, I thought you said you saw it with your dad. Are you sure it wasn't just you and?
It was definitely more than just me and Pat.
Yeah. Stefan, were you there?
No. I was not.
oh my god.
I don't even know when that was.
Huh.
Was it somebody who
Strange.
looked like me? Was it Jason Segel?
Yeah, I think it was Jason Segel, circa 2007.
Right, yeah.
It's like I Love You Man era Jason
Yeah.
Segel.
I can't make that claim anymore. Man. He's getting too old.
He is. I mean, you see him in like the end of the tour. He looks pretty old.
Yeah, man. It's a bummer.
Need a new celeb doppelganger.
Yeah. Do I have anything? Anyone? Close?
Hard saying.
Yeah, hard telling, not knowing.
I guess
Yeah,
you
exactly.
haven't seen my face in a while, also.
Well, it's not relatively
We know what
recent.
you
I got
look
a-
like, but
Big scar across my forehead now.
That's
Oh.
not true.
Yeah, and I
What's
dyed
the
my
shade?
beard gold.
I have a beard.
Well, he didn't last time you saw him.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like you assumed a new identity. You changed your last name, right?
Yeah. It's now Rogalis Barbadoro instead of Barbadoro Rogalis.
Yeah. I was gonna
Really?
make that joke, but I was like, Mark will probably make that joke. I'll let him
I'll
have
get
that
there.
one.
Pretty low hanging fruit, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes low hanging fruit, it doesn't have too many bruises.
Yeah, I'll swing on a meatball or two, you know? It's just how you play the game.
Yeah.
Speaking
All right,
of stolen
so-
identity, it was last week or Friday, my the assistant director lady, she like left early and then like called me and she was like, "Is my wallet in my office?" And I was like, "Maybe, I don't know." And she's like, "Go check." And she had me like go into her wallet, which was first of all just super weird. I hate doing that. And then she was
Ooh.
like, "Is my debit card in there? Can you take a picture of it and send it to me?" And I was like, okay, sure, but
What universe is this lady living in?
I know. I was like, I feel like
Wait.
I'm stealing your identity.
Yeah, was it her?
Yeah,
Wow, that is strange.
yeah. It was super
Who would
weird. I was
just-
like, I
who
guess I'll
trusts
delete these
some
pictures
lackey?
after, but yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
Lot of
Stolen
trust.
identity
Also,
bugs, man.
Parker, her debit card wasn't signed, which I know pisses you off.
Well, it doesn't piss me off. It pisses the guy at Smitty's off when he IDs you and you don't know why.
Yeah, it was a PG-13 movie, and he ID'd me.
What the fuck?
Well, maybe to mark you so you can buy alcohol.
What? It wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it even was at Smitty's. I think it was the Meredith
Did-
Cinema. I don't even.
Oh,
remember.
yeah,
yeah.
when we were seeing a different movie.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck?
People, they wanted to make sure you were over 13.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
No, it's because he didn't have the back of his goddamn card sign, and the
Later in
cashier
your
was
life,
Oh,
a
that's the
stickler.
thing. Yeah, we used to do that at Clark's.
Why?
Because it's like to confirm that that's the person that owns that.
I mean,
Okay.
his like
Card.
manager person was like standing
Standing
there,
up,
so it's
yeah.
like,
Okay.
whatever. Still haven't
That's-
signed it. Don't think I'm gonna. No.
Also, shout out to Clark's Trading Post. That place
Hell
is
yeah.
pretty good.
No, actually, no. Shout down. I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Shout out to the dairy bar where me and Mark worked for years.
Yeah,
That place was
that's
good.
great. Yeah.
So I got a subject that I think is really interesting. If you guys want to talk about it,
Yeah.
Do
Nah.
was that a,
Go
was that a
for it.
casual
Yeah.
segue?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't, but
You crushed your. I didn't say anything, but that first segment was.
That
great.
that first segue was
Oh,
like
what
the
was
fucking
it?
balls.
It was like Winter
It's too
Storm
cold to go
into
inside. Yeah.
Nintendo. Yeah.
yeah, no, that was
Yeah.
a good one.
I got it sometimes. I've been listening to podcasts since sophomore year of high school, so I
Yeah.
kind of I have a lot of experience.
I don't even know what a
We're just-
podcast
yeah.
was when I was a sophomore in high school.
I know.
It's like Cardi B. Like she just absorbs all rap and just
Yeah,
makes
she was-
like a general rap song. And like,
Just in the culture, and then eventually you just get it. You know, you just can do it. So yeah, I'm kind of like that with podcasts. I like to think of myself as the podcast Cardi B. So.
well,
Jesus Christ.
I'm also not a big fan of Kodiak Blue or whatever it is. Kodak.
Bodak Yellow.
Bodak. What does Bodak mean?
BoJack Horseman, I think is
No,
what you're
it's
trying
Bodak
to
Yellow
say.
because it was originally a version of a Kodak Black song, and it was remixed, and so she changed it to Bodak Yellow.
So it's not even her song.
Well, no, it's not her beat. She remixed it. It's all her rapping.
Do you think she has ghostwriters?
No, definitely not.
I'm kind of looking for a reason to not like her.
I think she's very likable. I like Cardi B quite a bit. So, do you have any idea what we're talking about?
No, not at all.
I
The
also
number
don't
one
know
song-
what you're talking
I
about.
don't know.
You guys don't know Bodak Yellow? It was the number one song in the United States for months.
Yeah.
In what?
I'm not in the
year?
United States.
Last year. Yeah, you're not in the United States.
Yeah,
So
Stefan's the
your
only
biggest
one
thing
with
was-
those.
I am
NFTs,
across the
basically.
pond.
It was
Well,
it was kind of huge for like a while.
if
Yeah.
you guys don't take Uber or Lyft anywhere, but anytime you would get an Uber or Lyft, Bodak Yellow was playing. That was a big venue to hear it in.
So she's like not a rapper, but then she just rapped in this one song. Or?
She was an adult dancer, a stripper, and then
Yep.
she got, I forget if she was dating somebody in the scene or something, but she was on the show Love and Hip Hop, which is a reality show about rappers dating people, and then she just made a song, and it was the biggest song of the year. It was huge.
That's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah, it's really cool because she just kind of like absorbed the culture enough to get to a point where she's like, I know what would be a hit song, and it was huge. It's great.
What a
Yeah,
touching
it's-
story.
It's still not
Yeah,
a good
it's pretty
song
touching.
though. But
I think it's pretty good,
oh,
but also I don't think you're necessarily the target audience for it, Mark.
I thought like that's the whole idea is like the target audience is everyone.
Yeah,
with
I guess so.
her type of music. Well, anyone who enjoys rap, and I do enjoy rap
You do enjoy rap music.
It's true.
from time to time. But yeah,
You dabble.
I
Interesting.
dabble.
You know, where's a place you'd hear Bodak Yellow playing? A Dunkin' Donuts in Boston, Massachusetts. So
There we go.
what
Pretty
I
close.
want to talk about
Much
is-
smoother.
So I was hungover this morning, and every Sunday I get a large iced coffee with milk and sugar. And today I got a plain bagel toasted with cream cheese and 3 orders of hash browns. And it is the ultimate hangover order. If there's a Dunkin' Donuts around you, I highly recommend that.
And what did that cost you? Like $5?
Yeah, literally, Dunkin' Donuts is so cheap. I think that was $7, and I got 3 orders of hash browns.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Absurd. It's so great. And just for us personally, we have a long storied history of going to Dunkin' Donuts,
As do most New Englanders.
as do
Yeah.
most New Englanders. But
Yeah.
I just have such good fond memories of post high school getting a dozen donuts and eating them all.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not even
I
like that
totally
good
forgot
though.
about
Dunkin'
The
Donuts
donuts-
are so bad.
The
Yeah.
donuts
Yeah.
aren't great, but also are donuts great?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very good. I think
Well,
it's
I liked it.
I think it's insane that we eat them for breakfast, but
Yeah.
like
Yes.
It's cake. Is what
it's
It
is.
is a
cake.
cake,
You're
yeah.
eating a cake for breakfast, but yeah, they're tasty.
They're very
I mean, they're
tasty.
definitely tasty.
Muffins
Yeah,
are
I mean-
like even on the border of being a dessert, right?
That is another frequent. Usually, if I got a little bit of money in the bank account, every day at work I'll get a muffin. from
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Depends though. It could be like a bland muffin or a carrot muffin.
Yeah, that's
Kind of
true.
a
I mean,
different deal.
For like 3 weeks, I got a chocolate chip muffin every single morning. Then started getting very, very sick every morning.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's-
it was just way too sweet. So I switched over to blueberry. Would get a brain every once in a while. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Lemon poppy seed.
Oh,
That's a muffin.
Yeah, that's a good
that's
one.
a hell of a.
I like any lemon flavored pastry.
Yes. Oh,
Lemon
yeah,
squares.
lemon cake, like a lemon pound cake. Dynamite.
Absolutely.
So good.
So good. But like then there's always like the if it's dry or not with lemon
Ooh.
pastries.
That's true.
'Cause
And
if it's
with
dry,
donuts.
get out of here.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, a dry donut will ruin
Yeah.
your commute
It'll make-
to
yeah.
your job you hate.
It'll make you not eat donuts for the next 3 weeks.
Mm.
I think
Wow.
last time we went to Dunkin' Donuts, was it before we went to Quebec? Right?
We went to Ottawa, so
Whatever.
We went through Quebec.
God damn. Oh. But I got Boston cream and there was no cream in it.
Oh
Remember
man,
that?
I do remember.
that has happened to me before
This
too.
is just a Boston donut.
Yeah.
It's so disappointing. Yeah, it's just a chocolate frosted donut.
And you
with no
just
hole.
need that like non-dry thing inside, you know? Otherwise it's just nothing.
That was always my problem with Krispy Kreme. When there was that early 2000s Krispy Kreme push, and you could kind of get it, in New England, in like Connecticut and stuff, their donuts were always too dry and like sickly sweet. It was kind of gross.
Yeah, I don't know. Krispy Kreme's
I've
like
heard
a
Krispy
weird
Kreme is gross.
type of donut.
Yeah.
They're like, I mean the normal like glazed ones are like pretty good, but
I'd say their regular glazed donuts are much better than Dunkin' Donuts
Oh,
regular
yeah,
glazed
absolutely.
donuts.
That's probably fair. Yeah. Well, I'm specifically not focusing on the donuts of Dunkin' Donuts. I'm talking about the iced coffee because
Ah, right.
their iced coffee is a miracle. It's a godsend.
You had an iced coffee this morning?
Yeah,
I get a
it's
nice
so
coffee
cold.
every single
It's
Sunday
so
from Dunkin'
cold
Donuts.
out.
And it was, as we were walking to Dunkin' Donuts, it was 23 degrees, so I brought gloves so I could carry the iced coffee back comfortably. Because I just need it. It's so good. But I sort of stumbled into an interesting situation, which is Dunkin' Donuts versus Tim Hortons. And Tim Hortons, Stefan, you want to give a little brief history of Tim Hortons off the top of your head?
Yeah, Tim Hortons was a hockey player who played for the Leaves a long time ago, and he turned businessman, and he just created this coffee chain.
It's coffee, donut chain,
Yeah,
a lot of
it's
gas stations.
basically just Canadian Dunkin' Donuts. Krispy
Very
Kreme.
similar to Dunkin' Donuts. And I stumbled upon the secret feud between... It's not that secret,
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say,
between
that's-
Tim
That's
Hortons
pretty-
and,
it's
and
wide
Dunkin'
open.
Donuts. So guess what year this feud started?
1935.
All right,
Yeah, I
neither
was
of
gonna
the stores
say-
were open then. Okay, just for reference, Dunkin' Donuts
Yeah.
was founded in 1950. Timmy's was founded in 1964.
Shit.
So
1969.
1964.
Yeah, they both went to Woodstock and like got
they were
into
both
beef over.
co-sponsors.
Yeah, exactly.
Summer of love, not for these
Yeah.
guys, you know?
Exactly.
All right, so you guys are wrong. It was actually begun in 1977, and as with most Canadian history, it goes back to the French and the English not liking each other. So Dunkin' Donuts first entered into Quebec in the early 70s, and this is when there was a big push for sovereignty, for French sovereignty in this era, and the Quebec Agriculture Ministry really hated Dunkin' Donuts because they refused to put French on their bags and boxes. And so the Quebec Agriculture Ministry seized and destroyed 15,000 containers from Dunkin' Donuts.
That's
They just burned them.
crazy.
Jesus.
This was an
Christ.
official governmental push
That's
from the
hardcore.
province of Quebec to destroy Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most insane
I
thing I've ever
understand
heard.
that sovereignty is a whole thing up there, but to really focus on Dunkin' Donuts seems crazy. But then there's
that's not far away from the Boston Tea Party, though, right?
I guess that's not far away, but it wasn't over taxes or anything. It was just over language laws, which are a contentious thing.
Yeah, I think that's pretty big deal.
Yeah, Pastagate. That's like the classic example of recent history. So I mean, basically, that's what started the Dunkin' Donuts hate in Canada, and Tim Hortons has always been popular. At the peak in the 70s, there was 210 Dunkin' Donuts stores in Quebec. How many do you think are there today? So 210 in the 70s.
5. And they're all
I'm
in
gonna
airports.
say 210.
Okay. Mac?
I'm gonna go with. I'll go 0. I'll do it.
I'll
That's
go
a
with
good
30 because I've seen a Dunkin' Donuts in
30.
Montreal.
Okay, so in Quebec, there are now only 3 Dunkin' Donuts.
Holy
Mac
shit! I've seen one of those
one
too.
cented me. Wins by Price is Right rules.
And Tim Hortons, on the other hand, is the most popular franchise in all of Canada. There are over 4,100 stores over the entire country. And that's a lot. Do you know how many Dunkin' Donuts are in Canada? Or I mean, not Dunkin' Donuts. McDonald's are in Canada.
There's a large amount. I've seen McDonald's a good
Well,
amount.
how many do you think?
Slightly less than Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
2,500.
Do you think 2,500?
Yeah.
There's actually only 1,300, and there's
Wow.
4,100 Tim Hortons. That's pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy, actually.
Holy shit!
And so basically how the rest of the feud goes down is there are these like very intense competition states in the United States where Tim Hortons tries to edge out Dunkin' Donuts. So Michigan, Northern New York, like Buffalo, Rochester area, Minnesota, like all of these areas are basically there's like a Tim Hortons insurgency trying to get Dunkin' Donuts out of there. It's pretty crazy. The Dunkin' hadn't been in Minnesota in like 40 years, and in 2014 they finally got one store open. Isn't that crazy? I just think I think it's really interesting that in this era of globalism where Canada and the US are like incredibly similar, that there's still such a heated sort of,
donut debate.
regional thing.
Yeah.
It's wild to me. It's wild to me.
Are there other, like Tim's is the only place up there?
Yeah, I was just
really,
thinking,
does
Tim's has like a monopoly on like the whole donut coffee shop thing up there, chain wise.
How about Starbucks? Is there a lot of Starbucks up there?
Yeah, but they don't even like have donuts really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have
That's
packaged
true.
donuts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's an interesting thing.
Maybe that's
that,
why everybody just is so in love with Tim Hortons up there. You know, it's the only place.
It's the only option.
Yeah.
It's possible. I know they Tim Hortons tried to move into the Providence, Rhode Island area, and they weren't able to find any stores because Honeydew Donuts occupied everywhere Dunkin' Donuts didn't, which is interesting because Honeydew is like a non-factor.
Never even heard of them.
You've never heard of
It's
Honeydew?
a
Really?
Never heard of them.
it's a southern Massachusetts and Rhode Island
Yeah,
thing, kind of.
and it's awful.
I thought they had in Vermont too, right?
That would make sense. They might have them in Vermont.
Yeah.
They have some in like New Hampshire too. Like
Really?
Yeah, they're really bad. Like,
Yeah, I do not.
Oh, I've seen
Their
these
coffee
before.
is really bad.
it's terrible.
Guess I'm not missing out then.
It is crazy how like powerful a company Tim Hortons is right now. Like,
Yeah,
Sounds
It's
like it.
insane.
there's
they
literally
have-
no competition whatsoever in all of
Yeah.
Canada.
And internationally, they're weirdly huge. They have a bunch of places in the Middle East, like way more than Dunkin' Donuts, which is shocking to me.
Yeah, that is pretty
that
crazy.
Tim Hortons has a bunch of places in the Middle East. It's wild. I don't know.
I
I'm
think-
very interested in Tim Hortons because it's like so
Few
foreign.
years ago, Burger King bought out
Yeah, I was
like Tim
about to say
Hortons,
that.
Yeah.
and that's why they
Yeah.
introduced like food, like actual food there and stuff.
Originally, yeah, they were partners with Wendy's in the 90s and early 2000s, and then they backed out of that partnership, and then Burger King bought them, and it just blew up.
Yeah.
And Dunkin' Donuts, it's just Dunkin' and Baskin Robbins are the two companies that are joined there. I haven't seen a Baskin Robbins store in so long.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing until I moved to Chicago, and there was just like never a Dunkin' Donuts without also a Baskin Robbins.
I think it's where there were Baskin Robbins before the merger. Dunkin' just kind of snuck in there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then Tim Hortons has partnered with Cold Stone Creamery.
Yes,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
Look at-
they're
just going at each other like that. You know.
they're weird mirror, like funhouse mirror images of each other.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Much as Canada is to America in many people's
Ooh.
eyes.
Interesting. And they had to really shoehorn hockey in there too, like like they always tend to do, right, Stefan?
Yeah. Right now, Tim Hortons has like roll up the rim competitions. So you have like
I heard about that.
you have like a coffee cup, like cardboard, and the tip of it is like rolled. So you like roll it up and it sees if you like won like more money or whatever. And this lady
Like
won.
food or something.
Yeah, this lady won and they gave it in, and then instead of having a free bagel, they gave her a bag full of winning tickets instead.
Whoa.
So she had like 300 of these things. And then she told the news and they took it back.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
So
fucking
this was a
idiot.
real non-story, huh, Stefan?
How is that a non-story? This lady won a bunch of free tickets and then she fucking snaked herself out of it.
Yeah. And that's
Interesting.
wait.
Yeah,
all,
it's
so
very
all she
interesting.
won was a bagel.
Yeah.
That was the prize.
Sounds like a real shitty prize, huh?
Yeah.
When you were saying that, I thought that you were gonna say they gave her a bag of old bagels that they like were gonna throw out instead of like one fresh bagel. That might have been an interesting story.
That's kind of a better prize.
man.
Yeah.
You can win
get
like a
that for
car
free from
and
Dunkin'
stuff.
Donuts if you get there at the right time.
Yeah, my brother used to go all the time because I knew someone who worked at the Plymouth Dunkin' Donuts. And
Yeah, my dad did too. Feed donuts to the pigs, Why not? They'll eat them.
Should pigs be eating processed sugar like that?
I mean, it's not like he fed them all the fucking donuts that were in there. Like, it was like
He didn't throw, like, a
one
bear can
giant
in.
garbage bag full of donuts and other assorted pastries.
Mm.
Regularly.
How many pigs does he have right now?
3. 2 females and 1 smaller male.
Interesting.
How much does a female pig go for these days?
How do you expect me to know that?
In American dollars or in trade value?
Trade value.
Oh.
What like
Like
basically
how many
what
how
they
many
have.
cords of wood can I get?
Yeah.
Probably like 5 chickens.
I feel like a
would need more
pig is
chickens than that.
a pig is worth more than 5 chickens. Chickens
But
are
like,
like
good laying
peanuts.
chickens, it's kind of like an investment sort of deal.
Yeah. What about
But
like?
still, I would say 10 chickens for one real full-grown pig.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's a lot. What if I like just traded my bed though? Do you think they would go for like a straight up bed?
Does the box spring come with it?
It's not a box spring; it's a slat.
you could probably get like a
Oh,
piglet for a bed.
for bed?
Maybe a couple piglets.
Yeah,
Really?
2 piglets for a bed. I think that's pretty.
I mean,
fair.
it's not like a new bed.
So two piglets are worth less than one full-grown pig?
Absolutely. You've already put
Look at the meat
hundreds
on that
of
pig,
dollars of food into that pig. Thousands,
Yeah, it's
probably,
true.
by the time it's full grown.
Yeah, but then I just go to Dunkin' Donuts and get old donuts.
Yeah, there you go.
That's easy.
Sounds like
Yeah.
you're starting a
I'll
farm.
do
Right?
that deal in a heartbeat.
How many gallons of gas could you trade for a full-grown pig? You think?
Depends on a lot of things, because the price of gas is pretty volatile.
That's true.
True.
How much gold? Like,
this
what's
what we're
the
doing?
weight of gold?
Oh, raw gold.
Yeah, raw gold.
Like-
or salt. What
Like
do
a
you think
very
the salt
small
pig?
amount of gold.
Wait, it like table salt, or do you mean like road salt?
I mean table salt.
More than you would know what to do with.
Yeah,
you
salt
don't
is
need that much
salt
salt.
is cheap as shit.
Salt is cheap as hell.
It's like the cheapest
Yeah.
thing you can buy, probably.
Yeah.
And gold isn't.
I think the guy at the liquor store hates me. I don't know why.
How much liquor you buying?
What?
Buying like too much? Not enough? I don't know what would cause a liquor store employee to hate someone.
I think that he just doesn't think that I'm 21 or something. Like, he has.
You look 24.
I look 22.
You got a little bit. Well, it depends how much the goatee's grown.
It depends how long
that's
that
true.
giant golden beard of yours is got.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time, like, he asks for my ID, and then like he'll make a comment about how young I look. It's like,
Sounds like
you
he
look too
doesn't
young.
hate you. Sounds like
I don't
he's
know.
giving you compliments.
No,
No,
he hates me.
He's definitely
I don't think he.
pressing for a fake ID or something.
Yeah,
You still got a New Hampshire ID? Those look fake.
yeah, that's
I-
true.
It's
Well,
no
not-
good having a New Hampshire ID. It
They're
really.
not
really
terrible. Have you ever seen a Nevada ID?
No.
They are horrible. They look incredibly fake.
Man.
This one guy checked my ID and thought it was like fake, I guess. And then he like every time I went to go grab it, he like pulled it away from my hand, and he smiled at me. He's like, "How did you do this?"
What the
Like
fuck?
referring to
It's
like how did
racist.
I make my thing, but it was like real, and it was like an Ontario health card too.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was a piece of shit.
Um.
I'm sorry
All
that
right,
happened to you.
What?
Okay. I want to mention something because it's one of the more exciting projects we have going right now is the Super Smash Bros. Bracket, which you guys
Right.
weren't here when we devised.
Yeah. Still haven't really got it going, to be completely
But you got some of the
honest.
rankings down, right?
I mean, I have an idea. I mean, it's basically just based on how many games each character's been in. You should explain it a bit more.
Okay, so basically, it's Smash 5 is a game we're all very excited for, except for Stefan because he doesn't have a Switch yet because he's an idiot. But and we're ranking all of the characters who are least likely to come back, and the one out of them that deserves to come back, right?
I should preface this by saying I'm pretty sure most of the characters, if not all, are gonna come back.
I don't know. Is Corrin coming back? Like that seems stupid.
Yeah, the DLC ones to me are the most up in the air. Like
Yeah,
Cloud,
especially,
Cloud
yeah,
is
like
I feel
Cloud.
like the lowest probability.
Yeah. They couldn't get Snake back, you know?
You guys aren't doing any like new character type bracket, like
Well, we don't know who's gonna.
I mean, I most certainly could.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. Make a bunch of
If-
possible characters and
You want to do 2 of these, Parker?
Yeah, or just make it one. Either way.
Sure.
Oh, you could do one side like the West is old returning
Yeah,
characters.
Holy
like one
shit.
one division is
Oh,
of
interesting.
unlikely returning characters like
Yeah,
Cloud and Young Link.
I already know who's gonna win my bracket though.
I feel like if you were
Haven't
in
even seen it
Brawl and you're also in Smash 4, you're like set.
100%
Yeah.
confirmed, basically.
Yeah.
What about Ice Climbers?
Yeah.
X eyes.
Oh,
Yeah, Ice Climbers are a
Yeah, what
tricky
the-
one to
No,
place.
Ice Climbers
no-
are definitely coming back.
I think
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think they're almost
Aren't they?
definitely coming back.
Yeah, they're in the silhouette. I thought.
No,
Are you sure?
I did list all of the characters in the silhouette in our
Nobody
lost
knows.
recording.
It's silhouettes. You can't
No,
tell
they
who
did
the
you
character is.
scroll up to this fucking group chat? Oh wait, no, it's the one. It's the one between just me, Pat, and Stefan. Hold on.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
oh boy. Is Detective Pikachu going to be a possible?
That is
thing?
an interesting fold.
If it's not
Detective
a
Pikachu-
skin for Pikachu, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Has it ever been a skin?
There was what, like a
'Cause he has hats.
cowboy hat or like a fedora, wasn't there?
There was a cowboy
There's a
hat.
party hat.
Most definitely. There was a party hat in all of them. Cowboy hat introduced in Melee.
All right, let's see here.
Okay.
Wario confirmed, Stefan.
Yeah, there he is.
Wario
Worried
and
about that.
Pit
Can
are
see
the
his
only Brawl and On characters
Mm.
that have been confirmed by those silhouettes.
Interesting.
It's crazy they give Pikachu hats before, but they didn't think to put a detective hat in there.
That's
I
true.
mean, how they came up with the idea for Detective Pikachu, I cannot explain. It is the craziest fucking game I've ever heard of.
yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
And he talks like it's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's really weird. I'm pretty stoked to get
Oh,
that Detective Pikachu amiibo though. That's like
Yeah, I was
twice the
gonna ask you
size of a
about that.
normal
Dude,
amiibo.
yeah.
What?
Why is it twice the size?
I don't
I
know,
don't know.
because Detective Pikachu is a big deal.
I guess so. Also, just a quick shout out to one of my favorite videos ever. Parker retweeted one time is the video of the newest Pokemon movie in theaters, and Pikachu talks, and everyone starts. freaking
Everyone in
fuck out.
the theater is like, "What the fuck?" Like super loud. It's amazing.
It's so funny.
Pikachu didn't have a cowboy hat or a fedora. That was my bad.
It was a party hat, a bow.
You know, he's got a party hat. He's got a baseball cap 3 times. One time it's facing forward, the other time it's facing backwards, and then the other one has with sunglasses. And then he's got like the goggles, which is the best one, obviously.
The steampunk one.
Yeah, they're not really steampunky. They're more like swim goggles.
Extra layer to that though is in Melee, Pichu had the goggles. And then they gave Pikachu the goggles Brawl onwards, so there's a theory that the Pikachu in Brawl and Smash 4 is Pichu from Melee.
So Raichu confirmed for that would be another interesting.
I'd be kind of pissed if they went through all 800 plus Pokemon and it was like, yeah, Raichu's the only one we need.
Yeah, I mean, there's gotta be. Well, we'll see if it's gonna be.
There's like 400 better choices than Raichu.
Yeah, like
think so?
Wigglytuff should get in here. Right?
Well, they
Wigglytuff
usually
would
do
be
one
interesting.
from like the newest game.
Yeah.
So if there's gonna be a Switch Pokemon game, and if it's who knows if
Oh
it's
my
gonna be
God,
a
I
new
forgot.
generation or
Yeah,
like.
I bet they'll do a Switch Pokemon as like DLC or something. Because I bet that's not going to come out until after
I mean,
Smash
they
5.
might know. They might.
Like by a
know.
full
I mean,
year.
Game Freak takes its time.
That's fair.
I thought they said it was coming out this year though, or is it?
I don't think they said at all. Although we haven't gotten any more information other than that they were working on it. I don't think.
Savon, who's your favorite Pokemon? Diglett?
I do like Diglett a lot. Maybe the bat one.
There's
The bat?
there's like
Yeah.
6 or 7 bat ones at this point.
All of those. Lump them into one.
Okay, all of the bat
Just
ones.
Yeah.
Pokemon. So it's Diglett, bats.
Yeah.
Zubat, Golbat, Crobat, Woobat, Swoobat.
Yeah. Well, I like
You rated
Krabby
all
too.
these up.
All of those were very
Those
real.
are all real, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I like
Zubat,
Krabby quite a bit too.
Poobat.
Poobat.
Ugh.
I still don't really understand how this bracket works.
Okay, so there's 2 regions, east
Well,
and west.
There might be 4.
Are we putting money on it? First off.
No.
What the fuck? Why am I doing it?
It's March Madness. This is March. Real fans only.
Speaking of March Madness, fucking
No, I'm not
16.
talking about basketball.
Okay, but 16,
Yeah.
a 16 seed upset a first.
Yeah,
It's-
I heard about
I know,
It's
that.
a
that is
notable
wild.
moment in
Yeah.
history. Yeah, University of what was it? University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Correct.
And their mascot is a golden retriever.
Wow. Yeah, Airbud.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and it was an interesting game. It blew up my bracket, so my bracket.
Yeah,
is
don't worry, it blew up.
torched.
I didn't even know what the 16. I don't even look at what the 16 seeds are. I'm filling out my bracket. I'm like check off the one and keep on moving.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
What about Duck Hunt? Duck Hunt's coming back, right?
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
that Duck Hunt is one of the most deserving characters. To
Yeah,
come
Pat. When Pat said he already knew who was winning his bracket, he meant Duck Hunt.
Well, no, the other one is if we're putting new characters. I'm just trying to will in existence that Waluigi gets in this game.
Yeah, I think it's his time. You know.
It's a damn shame, and they can do the tennis Waluigi from the new tennis game.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah. I would love to see Waluigi.
If they don't,
Are we all doing our own personal brackets?
No, I'll make the
he's gonna make
the bracket, and you can fill it out. You don't have to. No one's forcing you to do anything.
Yeah,
But
And like,
you're busy.
no,
I like how frustrated you are by this, Mark.
it's just
It
hard.
doesn't make any sense.
It's kind of. I'm just keep on trying to wrap my head around it, and it's not working. Will Mii's not be in it because the Miiverse is destroyed?
see, that's a good question. I'm definitely putting Mii's on the bracket because I think they're one of the characters least likely to return.
No, I think they're
You can
gonna
still
come
make
back.
Mii's.
I think
Yeah,
the
But nobody
idea
gave
behind
a
the
shit
Mii's-
about him in Smash 4.
Yeah, I guess.
I really liked him.
Yeah, Mark liked him.
Mark had a really good Mii that he made.
Yeah.
I definitely Bayonetta is gonna come back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bayonetta confirmed. We all know she's coming back.
Yeah.
Swine, you like her, right?
No, I don't.
I love how you just clearly decided that on the fly.
What do you dislike about Bayonetta?
Just the physics of her all wrong, really. She has like guns on her heels and stuff. Doesn't make any sense. It's madness.
Yeah.
I don't like
Her
it.
clothes, his hair.
Too
Yeah.
floaty, right?
Yeah, nah, I don't
That
know.
whole goddamn game was too floaty.
Too much hair.
Sure.
Smash 5
That's
will
true.
also be
Yeah.
Smash 5 confirmed floaty.
very similar, probably, to Smash 4 in actual gameplay. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
I mean, if it ain't broke, you know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Will Cappy be in this one?
See,
Ooh,
that's.
Cappy.
I think Mario. I think that's finally time for them to fucking do something with Mario.
You
Well,
think that
I
Mario's
said-
not?
They should
gonna
kill
be in
off
this one?
Mario.
Is that what you're saying?
He most definitely is.
I said that they should do a Rosalita and Luma type situation with Mario and Cappy. Make them at one character that it changes the physics of the character.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I like that.
There's a lot of
Sounds like
options. Mario Odyssey created an insane amount of options for Mario for this game.
What the fuck?
Mac just sent us a picture of Duck Hunt with 4 Bayonetta legs and glasses. It's pretty ridiculous.
We'll throw that up. Parker will tweet it or something.
Yeah, probably.
Is the man from New Donk City gonna be in it?
Which one?
Yeah, just one of them.
Just the guy that you can take over with Cappy?
The one
the
that,
guy on the bench.
Yeah.
You know that one where he
where
just
you
gives
just
a
have to.
moon
Yeah, you
for-
just have to sit next to it.
Yeah, you just keep him company. That's my favorite moon of
Wow,
Very
that's a
wholesome.
very, very wholesome, interesting thing to do with that game. You just
Yeah.
have to keep him company, and then he gives you a star or what?
Yeah, he gives you a moon just for hanging out with him on a bench.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I'm gonna start
Man.
doing that in everyday life, you know?
This is why Mario never got shitty, is because they always kept him so wholesome and so honorable. You know,
Yeah.
he's an honorable figure. I mean, he has questionable ethics when it comes to sexuality. He definitely cheats on
absolutely.
people. But listen, we're not all perfect.
Well, it's just like his mentality. It's like he likes the game too much. He likes the game more than he likes his partner.
Yeah,
And
so
that's
basically-
All in for the chase.
Mario is a real piece of shit.
Whoa.
I mean, he
is what he.
sometimes you have to overlook personal faults for the good that they put into the universe, and he saved so many princesses.
Well, the
He can't be
same
stopped.
princess.
What about Daisy?
That was
Yeah.
Daisy?
one time.
Daisy wasn't a princess, was she?
Yeah, I think so. Of
She's a
Sarasa
princess.
Land in Super Mario Land and
Yeah,
maybe
that
Super
was just his
Mario Land
girlfriend,
2.
right?
Yeah, 6 golden coins. Is that what the name of
That
it?
is what the name of Super Mario Land 2 is, Mac. Good job.
Is
Gold stars.
Pauline is just a lady.
She's the
no,
mayor
she's
of
like-
New Donk City, Pat. She's not just
Yeah.
a lady, okay?
Kind of a big
But
deal.
see, that shows that Mario is a good dude because he saved the future mayor of New Donk City.
From
Pauline
a
was his
giant ape.
girlfriend in Donkey Kong,
Donkey
right?
Kong,
Yeah.
the arcade
And
game.
so he saved her from Donkey Kong so that she would one day become the mayor. That's an honorable move.
No, he just bailed on her after he saved her, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then she became mayor. That's a story we need right there.
Oh, the episodic, beautiful indie game that tells the political rise of Pauline. That would be an interesting game. Could be a visual novel.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I bet it would be interesting, but it's like the least Nintendo thing to do ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like.
They're not even gonna have room for like the pictures in the new select screen. You know, it's just gonna be names. There's gonna be so many goddamn characters.
So.
Yeah. No,
I'm looking at the Smash 4 one. And the
It's pretty
pictures are
crazy.
So
It's-
small.
It's absurd.
Like
There's a lot of
Wario's is just his head. It's just full head.
What if they like
I mean, that-
super cut it down to like just the silhouette and I guess the two people from that one game where you squirt paint everywhere.
Splatoon.
Splatoon.
It's ink. Mark. Okay.
Oh.
They're squid.
They are
right?
both squid and kid, I believe.
Are they blooper?
No, but bloopers
Oh,
also
bloopers, yeah,
exist
man.
in the same universe. I'm pretty sure.
Lakitu and blooper.
Oh, and
As like a Pokemon trainer type character.
Just those two specifically, huh? It's a pretty weird combo.
Rumple Van Fish is getting in. Is that the name of it?
Ooh. Yeah, Rumple Van Fish, right, Parker?
From what? You just making shit up?
No, it's Mario World. It's the fish that like follows you around.
Oh, I don't know, but I know
Is
what
it
you're talking
Rumble
about
Vanfish?
now. Could be. I
Rumple Van.
never read the manual. Sorry.
What?
I
No, it's definitely not. What is it? All right, you guys keep talking. I'll figure this
okay.
out.
There's also a big fish in Super Mario 64 that swallows you up. That's definitely not its name, though. It's got
Funky?
sunglasses.
Are we gonna finally see Funky?
Oh, I hope so. He's got a new funky mode coming on to.
Yeah, because he's gonna be in the new
If
Tropical
anything,
Freeze.
it's
So
gonna
like,
be Dixie or King K. Rool. I could see King K. Rool.
King K. Rool would be sick.
ooh,
Too.
that's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
We need more Donkey Kong characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Cranky? You know, Cranky getting in there? No.
What about the ghost of Cranky's wife, Wrinkly?
Yeah.
Specifically
It's,
the
Rip
ghost.
Van Fish, just so you guys know.
Rip
Van Fish.
Fish.
That you were pretty
Your
close.
name was way better than that. What did you call that fish?
I called it Rumple Van Fish. It's kind of a mouthful, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only 10 female characters in Smash 4.
What the
That's
fuck?
not true.
That is true. I just counted. I mean, the
It should be
Mii's could be
50-50.
like, you know, you can, and I even counted Robin, who's, you know, both.
Same with Corrin.
Yeah.
Same with Villager.
Oh yeah,
Did you know that Samus is a woman, actually?
Yeah,
Oh,
did you know
what?
that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
It is
I thought Captain Falcon was a lady.
Captain Phasma.
Yes, Captain Phasma is a lady. Not in Smash, though, Pat. Weird that you brought that up.
Stefan, when is there going to be a good Crash universe fighting game?
Crash could be in the new one, you know.
Yeah. I think it should be
Sure.
in just Smash. I don't think there's
Why-
enough
I think Crash
characters.
is lame.
We don't
Yeah.
need multiple like party fighting games based on existing IP. I think they've all been terrible except for Smash, right?
Why do people like Crash? I don't get it. He
Yeah,
sucks.
it's not a good game.
What?
Never.
He just woulda boulda.
Yeah.
Booga booga. Yeah, he's great. First 3 games are
Why-
great.
yeah, 3 reasons why he's great.
It's a good game. It's fun. And, you know, he has those shoes.
Yeah, he does have those shoes. I've never played Crash, so I can't really speak to it.
Has any of you
It's
actually
like a
played
weird
Crash?
3D platformer.
Yeah.
that is
I'll probably
Yeah,
get the
it's intense.
friggin' Insane trilogy on the Switch when that comes out.
Yeah, it's really
I
sweet.
prefer Spyro to Crash easily.
I have played Spyro.
Yeah,
and I do very
absolutely.
much enjoy Spyro, yeah.
Spyro's a great game.
Spyro's probably top 20 for me.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Probably in there somewhere
Pretty
for
good.
me too, yeah.
Yeah.
When is the Dark Cloud guy going to be in Smash?
What?
The character from Dark Cloud.
What the
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
fuck is Dark Cloud?
You've never played
Mark
Dark Cloud? Oh my god, it's the best. It's probably top 15.
It's better than Spyro even.
Yeah, well,
Well, you just said it was.
I've got like a 20-way tie for 12th place.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
And it is.
Do you think Monita's gonna be in Smash 5?
She lost
I
her
really
chance.
hope Monita's in it. The window is closed on Monita being in that game.
I'm
Yep.
looking at some random like someone who made like a thing, and for some reason Monita's on here. It's so wild.
Rusty from Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. I just pulled that one off the dome. That's a 3DS game, I think.
What if Shigeru Miyamoto just makes himself a character?
Like not as a me, but like just himself.
Exactly.
It's like how you can buy action figures of George Lucas.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
That'd be awesome. Man.
There's a bunch of George Lucas action figures where it's like the creator or whatever. That would be interesting, Shigeru Miyamoto. What would his moves be? Program?
Yeah, program.
Brainstorm?
Hang out in a cave.
A cave?
A cave?
Didn't he hang out in a cave when he was a kid, and that's where he came up with?
I think you're thinking of the Pokemon guy. Masuda, maybe? One of the Pokemon creators.
No,
Liked caves and bugs, right?
I think they all say the same thing where they're like,
how many caves are there in Japan?
Apparently a lot. I'm just Googling Shigeru Miyamoto
Cave.
cave.
cave move. I think he said something like that, Mark, where he's like, the inspiration for Zelda
I could definitely
Dungeons
see that.
came from me running around as a kid. And,
Oh yeah, there's a New Yorker piece. Wait, I gotta look in here.
Yeah. I don't know.
They should have a Colossus from Shadow of the Colossus.
Like the whole thing.
Oh, that should be
Ridley's
a map.
not too big, but Shadow of the Colossus. Definitely.
All right. So in the late 1950s, early 1960s, in the rural village of Sonobe, about 30 miles northwest of Kyoto, in the river valley surrounded by wooded mountains, he got older. He wandered far.
Alright,
Yeah, I know. It's written in a real New Yorker style. Okay. One day when he was 7 or 8, he came across a hole in the ground. He peered inside and saw nothing but darkness. He came back the next day with a lantern and shimmied through the hole and found himself in a small cavern. He could see that the passageways led to other chambers. Over the summer, he kept returning to the cave to marvel at the dance of the shadows on the walls.
That sounds sick.
This is not
They
real.
said, he told Variations, the cave has become a misty but indispensable part of the legend. To Miyamoto, what the cherry tree was to George Washington or what LSD was to Steve Jobs. Interesting.
Did he actually say that?
That's what the New Yorker said. That's what
okay.
Editorializing on Nick Baumgarten's part.
This whole thing is just editorializing, though.
I mean, isn't that like
because none of that's real,
It's an editorial.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a question. So I just looked back at that Duck Hunt Bayonetta picture, and I noticed that the duck has a lollipop in its mouth. Do you know?
Yeah, it sure does.
And it's backwards too. Do you know why that might be?
Bayonetta licks lollipops. I think that it's in tune with her.
Has
character,
anyone
these
in this room
lollipops.
played a Bayonetta game?
No.
No.
No, yeah. I
And
didn't
also,
think
you
so.
said this room.
I did. I realized it right after I said it. It's a
This chat room.
Yeah,
I feel
chat
like
room.
it's in the room,
Yeah,
I
it's a virtual space.
I've watched some Bayonetta be played.
I remember seeing the
I've
commercial
played
when
as
it came out.
Bayonetta in Smash 4. That's about the closest I've gotten.
Are there actual
I
Bayonetta
honestly-
games?
I might be confusing watching Bayonetta be played with watching Devil May Cry be played. I can't get them separated in my head. Maybe
That's
I
what I'm
haven't seen
saying.
Bayonetta.
It's not a real game. I think it's just a lot of weird art,
Yeah, a lot of Reddit and DeviantArt stuff.
Yeah, it's all just a DeviantArt chain.
It's all just dogs with long legs and gun heels,
Exactly.
All right, it's completely serious. Everybody pick one character that you think would make it into the new one.
Would or
Waluigi.
should?
Waluigi.
Yeah, would or should? I don't know. Either.
Waluigi.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, Pat's is definitely Waluigi.
I'll pick Waluigi.
No.
Well, because Parker needs to make this other side of the bracket with the new character.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, some suggestions would be much appreciated.
Yeah. So Waluigi, put him on the board.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go with Shovel Knight.
I was gonna go with Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I give another suggestion?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Monita. I think she deserves to be on the board.
She does not deserve a place on the board.
Okay.
We'll see. Maybe the 16 seed for that division could be Monita.
What do you guys think, Mark, Stefan?
I think a Bomb would be in there. The little
bomb?
bomb from Mario.
They're already in that game, but as items.
Yeah, it's
It
true.
could be a
That'd be a
character.
pretty crazy switch going from an item to a full playable
What
character.
moveset would he have besides blowing
Explode.
up?
Blowing up.
Yeah, you'll have that one move, and then you die. Then you get KO'd right after you use it.
Interesting pick. I'm gonna go with Rabbids, I think.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Rayman.
actually a pretty good one.
Rayman
No,
and
You said
Rabbids.
Rayman last time.
Yeah, Rayman. I switched mine to Rayman.
I'm glad you switched yours officially.
Yeah, I could see Rayman being in there.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick. I guess I'll go with Paper Mario. Is that allowed? Can there be multiple
there's no way
Marios?
Paper-
I'm on
No.
that Paper Mario train too. I think he'd be a really cool character.
Yeah, I think there's a
There's
lot
no
you could do.
chance.
There's no way.
I think that
Zero
like
chance.
in Thousand Year Door, you could pick a lot of characters from Thousand Year Door,
Yeah,
but
but that's
you
such an
can't
old game at this point.
But
Yeah,
you could
that's
just
true.
have a bunch of partners, you know? Like
Yeah, like as moves.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just like remake Pokemon Trainer into Paper Mario.
Well, Pokemon Trainer's more just like 3 characters that they smush together into one.
I hope they get rid of Charizard. Charizard sucks.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not a very
I
good
would be
character.
okay with no Charizard, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's still in there.
Yeah, I think. I mean, there's always going to be some weird retro character in there too.
Yeah,
Like Duck Hunt.
Ms. Game & Watch.
Yeah,
Just put a bow on Game & Watch.
it's
That
still
was a pretty
crazy
good
that
joke.
Mr. Game and Watch is in the game, right?
And a classic character. in this
Yeah.
Been in there since Melee. Since 01.
Yeah.
Is that when Melee came
Great
out?
character.
That's like a weird thing. I don't know. Even just unlocking him in Melee and just being like, "What the fuck is this? This is a black
Because you were a
like
kid and never played
silhouette
Game
of a
& Watch
man."
game.
Yeah, that was pretty weird. I was definitely more weirded out when I unlocked Martha and Roy and had absolutely no idea who
Yeah,
those
no
were.
context.
That's true.
You're like, what is this?
Yeah.
White Marth. Oh, I want this to be on the record. Mark has never lost as
Never lost.
Never once.
Never lost.
Yeah, if you ever see me on the
it's
street,
absurd.
like challenge me to a quick game of Melee, or like any game
Yeah,
where
'cause
I
it's
can be.
throughout Brawl
Yeah, any-
4, you've never.
Any
Yeah.
game in which White Marth appears.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem. I can just be, because he gets that little part.
How do-
Mario, all the Mario games.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Alright.
feel like the Melee character selection's like. I mean, it's so small compared to S5. It's crazy.
But it's kind of ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Pichu's not necessary. you know.
Debatable.
Yeah, he's cute.
He's
No,
literally-
Pichu's the least necessary character.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
What about Roy? Money Match My Roy. Remember that guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Crush, Jack Hoyt.
Yeah.
Also, Ice
Yeah.
Climbers. Weird choice.
Yeah, Ice
Great
Climbers,
characters.
pretty weird choice.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
that's like it wasn't even like an unlockable character. It was just there.
That's
Like,
true.
Did anyone
beginning.
play that game?
No.
I've played it since, but definitely not before.
Is it good?
No, not really.
I
The,
think
the
they
controls
clubbed
are
seals in
really
that
bad,
game.
actually.
They don't club seal.
Yeah, they do.
They
The
do.
original
In the
Japanese version,
Japanese
they
version.
club
Yeah,
seals.
they absolutely do.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fuck you.
They switched him out for a different creature in the
What?
localization because
Oh,
obviously
jeez. Can't club seals over
when
here.
your protagonist fucking clubbing seals. It's ridiculous.
Different times, man.
I don't know. I feel like Mario does some kind of fucking seal clubbing type of deal.
Yeah.
The shit he deals
Much.
with.
What? I don't think so, guys. I don't know if I can agree with you here. He stomps on bad creatures that are trying to kill him.
Isn't it in like
Seals could definitely
Mario
kill you.
3 manual that like apparently all the blocks are people or toads?
Our toads, yes,
Oh.
all of Peach's servants. I don't.
Yeah.
That's not the right word. But
And he just like busts them open like
He
all
turns
the
them all into
time.
blocks. I think that was the Mario 1 manual.
Really?
But it might have been 3.
What's a freer existence, being a toad serving Peach or being a block?
Definitely being a toad.
But you're a servant.
You
You
can
don't have any control over
move.
your
You
life.
can literally move versus not being able to move.
I guess I'm
or
asking
live
more
or breathe.
metaphorically.
I think there's a lot of
philosophically.
peace in being a block, and
Mm.
until some asshole comes over and just like
Smashes you with his
you.
fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Banjo and Kazooie will be there.
Ooh, Banjo-Kazooie would be pretty sick. Some Microsoft jagoff said he would be okay with Banjo and Kazooie being in Smash 4 as DLC. So you never know.
Never know.
No
What about
shit.
Snipper clips.
Ooh,
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, that's a good
That's,
one.
that's a dark horse choice, but that would be sick.
that's going in the bracket for sure.
New Ice Climbers is just the 2 characters from Snipper Clips.
Yeah.
You can like squirt that pink goo at people.
Oh yeah. I was
Yeah,
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
There's pink goo all over that goddamn
Yeah, that's
game.
true.
Yeah, I think that moveset would be hard to create a moveset around.
They've done weirder though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made Game & Watch.
Game & Watch was like a series of games though, so that was probably pretty easy to pull from.
Yeah, and they were 2D and run on batteries. It's not like they had a lot to work with. They figured it out.
Yeah, they made Captain Falcon into a character, you know?
Yeah, and he's broke.
Yeah,
That's all he
that's-
did.
He's a driver.
And even at like Fox at the time of the first Smash was just a guy in a fucking R-wing. Like
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I forgot.
all of that shit was
Slippy.
made up. Yeah,
Slippy,
Slippy. I'm
yeah.
surprised.
She needs to be in it.
Slippy is
He-
not.
No, I don't want to have this conversation. Slippy needs to be in it. That'd be great.
I just felt the need to clarify, you know, if anyone listens to this.
Release a whole new slew of amiibos then.
Yeah, that's my greatest fear, is that
Oh,
I have to buy all of the amiibos again, and that they don't just re-release the Smash
It
Bros.
might be cathartic for you where it's like you see this mountain of amiibos like that you have to buy and you just finally give it up and like just soak yours in gasoline and light them.
Yeah,
up.
exactly. Like when you're moving to Colorado, you just like have to make that decision. It's like I could either bring this urn that has my grandfather's ashes, or I could bring all my amiibos or Pez dispensers, and then you have to make that decision. You know?
Yeah, how is this move gonna
Yeah,
go?
no, it's pretty rough. Definitely got to get a storage unit for all those Pez dispensers now, and all of my other stuff.
Oh boy.
You're gonna have to throw the amiibos in that storage. You can't.
They don't take up that much space if you get them all in one bag.
Oh my, no.
Man.
I mean, you don't.
We're trying to help
I,
you.
I understand your concern, but I'm telling you, I ain't spending that much money on amiibos to have them sit in a fucking storage unit. That's all I'm saying.
You are doing that with Pez dispensers.
I mean, yeah, but like my mom bought those through my childhood.
How much does the nicest one you have go for right now?
Pez dispenser?
Yeah.
Well, they're all out of box, and probably none of them are in great condition because I was like a child.
Right.
So probably not a whole lot. Maybe like $5-10 bucks.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a good
more than a
profit
Pez
margin.
Yeah,
dispenser
absolutely.
cost. That's for sure.
Certainly. God, moving is such a nightmare. I know not to be a real hack and talk about moving, but I have to move in September and I'm so mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to move in May.
Yeah, I have to move in June.
Ugh.
Man, we're all moving around.
Yeah.
Nah,
gonna
that's
go-
We're all
true.
shuffling our business.
I'm moving like down the street though.
Yeah. Going to a different
I don't-
borough. It's like
Yeah, I don't
basically
even know.
across the country.
Yeah, it's
I
very
gotta move
different.
to another neighborhood. Ugh, and if I'm not on the orange line, I'm gonna be so upset.
Why are you moving again?
Because my apartment, they're flipping it. He's gonna raise rent. I might go through the same landlord though and see if he has any more properties because I'm moving in with a few people. So
That's such a bummer. That shouldn't be
I love my
legal.
place. Yeah, I mean to be fair, my roommate's been here for 8 years. So.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Yeah, that should be his property right now. He should be able to do whatever he wants with it.
I think you're thinking about rent to own. That's like a thing that some people actually do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not so much in
Yeah.
Boston though. Probably.
No, certainly not. Nope. They fuck us all.
Just put Cooking Mama on the list of
Ooh,
new characters.
fuck yeah. Yep.
Cooking Mama.
That's good.
That's an interesting choice. Cooking Mama. Maybe she cooks the donut. Dunkin' Donuts. Tim Hortons.
Cooking donuts with Cooking Mama. That would be a great Switch title. Just a branded Dunkin' Donuts Cooking Mama game.
Oh, yeah. See, Mark. So at the end of the podcast, I decided I'm going to try to weave a narrative thread through all of our disparate conversations.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts. So Cooking Mama, Dunkin' Donuts. What else did we talk about? Trading.
Yeah.
Trading goods. Pigs, mostly. Don't know what that was about.
How many pigs could you get for your Amiibo collection?
Quite a few, probably. I think.
Full-grown hogs?
Here's the thing, though. I'm pretty sure there would have to be like it would be more like liquidate the Amiibos and then trade cash for no pig farmer.
Yeah, straight up.
Then none. To a pig farmer, Amiibos are worthless.
What if you met a pig farmer that's incredibly similar to
Yeah.
you?
I'm sure there's some crossover between pig farmers.
There might be a tiny sliver of crossover in that Venn diagram.
It might just be you.
It could just be me. I mean, I'm not a pig farmer, but I am pig farmer.
You're in the culture.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
I think you would have to wait, like, in 5 years, all the pig farmers are going to start buying Wii U's because the Switch is, like, so popular that they wait for it to drop in price before they get in on it. And that's when you make the big...
Right, not now.
And then you end up with like 12 hogs or something.
Yeah.
That's
doing all
sounds
right.
like more
good.
difficult to manage than a bunch of Amiibos to me.
And probably more difficult to move to Colorado.
Much more difficult. What with them being alive.
Oh,
Let's end it here. This was a good
Wait a
time.
second.
So thanks everyone for
guy-
listening, if you ended up listening.
the pig guy from Beyond Good and Evil. Would totally be.
We're done.
Yeah, fuck you.
I was perfectly wrapping it up so far.
Yeah,
I was
it
wrapping
was
up
so
with a
good,
bow.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Fucking Christ.
Parker,
man.
fire him.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
Yeah, we
He's
gotta
outta
fire
here.
him. All right, so
All right.
we're gonna probably post this on YouTube. Thank you. Leave a comment about our penis size. And thank you for listening. If you have any questions, you can get at me at Hot Dogs Beers on Instagram. My DMs are open. You guys want to plug anything?
Yeah. Follow me, Freer Than You, at Freer Than You on Twitter.
And mine would be Dr. Parker Bradley. I am not a doctor, but that is my Twitter handle.
Max,
You'll
Stefan,
get
you guys
there.
got anything?
Yeah.
Stefan
not
makes
yet.
really good pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, follow
when he does.
Obey Dashboard at Instagram.
So,
That's
Everyone
it.
just look at the picture of the cricket he took. or the
Yeah.
grass.
yeah, it's a good
That's
picture.
a really good picture.
All right.
Mac, you got anything?
My Switch friend code is like a whole bunch of letters. It's like a mess, so I'm not gonna say it. But.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, DM me on Instagram. I'll give out some Switch friend codes. So, all right, thanks for listening, guys, and yeah, go Minnesota Wild.
Yeah. Fuck the free world.